Hello, guys, and welcome to episode, I believe this is 4 of our podcast.
Yep.
Tetris.
One of the biggest games in the world, and
Um,
I think I'm saying that it is the biggest game in quite a lot of aspects.
Biggest game? Yeah, it's Pac-Man.
Well,
Well, actually, no, no, no.
there's user base, there's
I'll accept
the
that.
various versions.
I will
There's
accept. Sorry, guys, I've just had to learn my mic there first. I completely forgot. No, I'll accept that. Tetris is very heavily ported.
yes,
Every console I've had Tetris for, including the 64, somehow had Tetris on it.
it is like this. The game itself is just it's incredibly simple, but yet
Oh, yeah.
it could be so addictive. No matter what console you're playing it on, what interface it is.
Speaking of addiction, actually, I want to raise a point here. There's a thing. I'm going to Google this actually, so I don't actually give away the wrong name because then I'd look like an idiot. Let me just see if there's a biological term for this. A Tetris addiction.
Tetris.
Uh, no, seriously, seriously. I'm
Yeah.
being serious. Oh no, it's simply called the Tetris effect, or Tetris syndrome, whereby, um, okay, reading from Wikipedia, it says that the Tetris effect occurs when people devote so much time and attention to an activity that it begins to pattern their thoughts, mental images, and dreams. So, apparently, if you play Tetris for so long,
You begin to pack your car with the weekly shopping
yeah,
in the sense of Tetris.
yeah, that's
And I believe the Simpsons illustrated that perfectly.
did they?
Yes, there was an episode where Rainier Wolfcastle was having a huge ass yard sale, and Homer decided to buy a bunch of things, and he tried to pack the car. He got everyone in all right with all their stuff. Wasn't any space for him, so Rainier had to carry him home.
So how did the car get home?
Marge was driving.
Oh right, see, I completely forgot that Marge could drive because you never see her really driving the car, do you?
No.
But we seem to have now moved. Actually, I'm pretty sure there was a bit in Family Guy as well, actually, whereby Peter was a Tetris block and did not
Yes.
fit into the right spot and pissed off all the others.
Yes.
Yeah, Tetris is amazing. Actually, if I can find this, I'm going to look for a screenshot actually to show you how addictive this game is. I mean, people have asked me where they can they buy Tetris nowadays because for some reason it seems very hard to buy. I
It
don't
seems hard to
understand.
buy a physical copy.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual.
Yeah.
But for all you Tetris fans out there, I don't know if this is going to work or not. This is something I'm going to try. Okay. Yes, it's very hard to buy a physical copy, but there is a place you can get it at freetetris.org. If you look here now, yeah, there it is. There's my impressive score. I got bored one night about 2 years ago and did that. So, um, no, I mean it's everywhere. It's on the phones.
Yep.
Lovely shiny phone case that Scuba Steve picked up. It's on the phones. Um, it's on Xbox. I mean,
It's on handheld consoles. You can get it for the DSEs.
I'm pretty sure
Pre-
Apple Watch has it. No, it's bound to.
no, I don't think it does.
I mean, do they use separate apps from like the rest of the App Store?
The App Store, the mobile App Store, caters for Apple Watch apps. The Apple Watch app equivalent of mobile apps.
I know you can get Tetris on the actual Mac store for the Macintosh. I don't know about the Windows Store, but I can check it just now.
Windows Store, they are most likely going to have it. Yes,
You see, most likely. And guess what I've just discovered, Stephen?
they don't have it.
The no, that's apparently. Oh no, ignore me. Sorry, that's the wrong article I was looking at. Apologies, YouTube. I was looking at the wrong article. The App Store on Microsoft.
They
Actually,
do.
they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got about 30 different versions of this game.
Yep.
That's how popular it is.
As I said, there's various versions of the game. And
Uh,
and you could arguably give it the title of it being the most ported game per console.
oh, definitely. I mean, I've never seen a console that hasn't,
I mean,
you know,
the Windows Store alone, the Windows App Store alone, 30 plus versions of it.
is it on like the Wii store?
Oh, that's a more challenging
No,
question for me to
nope,
answer.
it
Yep,
is. It is. Oh
yep,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nintendo Tetris Party.
yes,
It costs you money though to buy, but you know,
yep.
uh, okay. This is a challenging subject here. What console? Okay, excluding like kind of watches and stuff. What would it not be on?
Oh,
I mean,
that's
we're talking current hardware. We're not going to because you could
we're
say
not
the
we're not going
Nokia
to go retro.
3010. You
We're,
know, you could say 3010 or whatever, but that's
yeah,
cheating.
we're not going to go
And you can't say
retro.
landline phones either because that's also cheating.
Yeah,
In fact, I'm pretty sure that uTorrent had a version built into it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure of that as well.
I think you click
But
the button or something and you get
modern,
Kim Tetris.
modern technology.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. According to this, yeah, uTorrent has it.
yeah, modern technology, modern hardware. What Microsoft banned?
Oh, we just said not including watches.
Oh, not including watches. Okay.
No, no, because there's no feasible way. Like
Yeah.
what I mean
Yeah,
is
and
a screen that you can
I know
actually
there's
use.
definitely versions of it on the Android market. I know there's
Oh
definitely
yeah,
versions of it on there.
yeah.
So Android
That's
phones are gonna have it. Windows phones are gonna have it because of the Windows App Store.
yeah.
Mike, Apple are gonna have it
Apple have
because of
got
the
it. Yeah,
Mac, because of the Apple Store.
they've got it.
Yeah.
I know.
Nintendo has it.
Hang on,
Sony has it. I
hang on.
know for sure Sony has it because
Oh
I've
my
played it.
God, no way!
What?
I just for okay, right. This is gonna sound so mean. To people who own this, apologies. I searched for Tetris on the BlackBerry App Store, and they do have it, but it only came out last year, last January,
Okay, so they've just gotten into it.
and it's only available in Canada, Japan, and United States.
Testing markets possibly.
The game won't even start up on my phone. Such a waste of money. What it costs you to buy? People are spending money on this thing.
Yeah.
Nothing tops Tetris on BlackBerry. I'm not going to continue reading these comments because these could get quite mean, and we're not trying to disparage companies here.
Yeah.
So we're not going to back into that. Oh, it's getting comfy, guys. It's been a long day. Tetris, though. I mean, you cannot be a better Tetris.
I know. I remember the longest game of Tetris I ever had was 7 hours long.
But the problem with Tetris is that when you get into it, it's very hard to stop.
Yeah. It's, as I said earlier, it's simple, yet incredibly addictive. It really,
Addictive is not the
really
word.
is. Of course, you could say to some point addictive is an understatement.
I wonder if there's actually like a kind of like Tetris Holics Anonymous clinic or something. It's a theory, you know.
Of course.
I mean, some guy like kind of sitting there, right, in like a public toilet, right, and he's like got his phone and he's shaking it like, come on, you know, and try to play Tetris. Let the guy play. Oh, here we go, Stephen. Here we go. Here we go. Right, so guys, I'm still here. I'll still be podcasting, but something's happened.
Yeah. So he's going to leave me to vamp for a couple of minutes.
A couple of minutes? No, Steve, I've started a game of Tetris.
Oh,
But
wow. Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to podcast while Tetrising, guys. Steve, give me a subject. Come on.
Okay.
Get a discussion point.
How good are the graphics then?
Well,
On
it depends. I
on the
mean,
version you're
there was
playing?
a game. There was a game of Tetris I played on Windows 2000 called Tetris 4000. You might find it in Google.
Yeah.
And the graphics on that and the music were fantastic.
I remember.
Uh,
I remember. First time I played Tetris,
yeah.
Game Boy Color.
The thing, right, with Tetris, right? Oh, yeah. For me, my first handheld version of Tetris was actually on the Advanced SP because I had the computer before then. But the thing with Tetris is, this is one of the few games that does not need good graphics.
It just needs the mechanics.
I mean, all you need to, I mean, you could have little kind of individual pixels to be your individual blocks put together on a black and white monochrome screen. If
And
the
that and
mechanics are there,
yeah, and that could be it.
it's Tetris.
Yeah,
Uh, to be fair,
it's a game that's endured over the decades of gaming.
though, right? I'm actually wondering that if, say, in like 100 years' time, and we've got these super HD screens where you can't tell difference between reality and a screen, if Tetris will still be with really kind of retro graphics and still loved.
It'll probably be it will probably be with the retro graphics. The soundtrack's going to be improved
Oh yeah,
dramatically. It has improved
yeah.
dramatically over the years of the gaming
Here's a wee
industry.
discussion. I've got a discussion with YouTube will love this one. This could blow their minds, right?
Yes,
Tetris, HoloLens.
that is a great. That would be a great thing for to
The
happen.
graphics, the blocks falling down top of you. Oh,
Like
sorry, I am
you
paying
could,
attention, but see,
you
because
could
I'm not.
imagine yourself sitting there in your living room, HoloLens on,
Yeah,
active, playing Tetris. You're actually using your hands to
hands to
move
move the
the
blocks and that.
blocks
Yeah,
as they're coming down.
Microsoft, please take that on board as a suggestion for Tetris, please. Um,
It would be
but yeah, I mean,
it would be an absolutely brilliant concept.
the thing with Tetris, right, that I actually love is when I'm finding myself really bored waiting for a doctor or whatever, or a dentist appointment, I can just sit there and play Tetris, and it actually kills time. The gameplay will never change. There's no storyline to beat. There's no campaign to do. There's no multiplayer. Well, multiplayer mode.
There could be
Actually,
multiplayer in some
let's
versions of
discuss
it.
that. Have you ever played a multiplayer mode of Tetris before, Steve?
No, I haven't.
I have.
The closest I've ever had to a game of multiplayer is having the one cartridge of
And then take
Tetris
turns.
and then passing it between people in the group that we were in.
Yeah. I played multiplayer Tetris, and I played two versions of it. The first version I played it was two different games going side by side, and the person who kind of couldn't clear first lost. And the other version was slightly more. It was slightly more hardcore. It was very interesting, actually. I can't remember it. If I find it again, I'll link it. But it was one game,
Yeah.
and each time a new block came up, a different person got it. And it was fine at first because it was, but it got to the point whereby you had like each person had to block at the same time and that, going at different speeds
Yes.
because each person was different levels. So it was like you had to work together to be able to clear the screen. That was intense. I think I lost a couple of friends over that game.
Yeah.
Not really, but it was just majorly intense because. But Tetris, I find, actually improves your hand-eye coordination
Aye. I
and
believe
your
it
brain.
does. Aye. And how like your train of thought, your thought processing.
I'm sitting there
Problem
doing a
solving.
podcast. I see it quite successfully in podcasting here while playing a game of Tetris. I'm level 5 with 43 lines cleared already.
Yeah, he can,
I mean,
yeah.
oh, sorry, you go
Yeah,
here.
he can sit and play Tetris for hours. He can.
Oh, I could. No, the
If
thing is, Tetris actually, I think they should have it in the schools, as a kind of free time activity or something, because it does actually help improve
your problem
a
solving.
lot up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure was it not I know the theme song is from Russia, but was a game that invented there as well
I believe so.
by a Russian. I can't remember. It was a Russian. It was Russian or Finnish or it was something like that. Anyway, he was definitely kind of that kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was
it was. Yeah,
as I said, it's endured a lot.
and it will continue to endure, I think.
Yes.
I've never met a single person who really, with a passion, hates Tetris. Most people are annoyed by it because
The theme song
they
could be quite
struggle.
the theme song could be repetitive.
No,
The
I was going more the fact that they struggle at it and they actually find it difficult because they're not that well trained in it, and you know. But no one, I don't know anyone who actually full on hates the game, and that's. Do you think the guy who actually invented it is still making royalties off of this game?
yeah,
Because he must be a multi-billionaire by now.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
It came out, right? It came out June 6th, 1984.
is it? I thought it was 89.
Nope,
Okay,
84.
84. For what console or what was the original console it came out on?
Let's see. Okay.
Which is, I bet it's like a
It was
pocket
in
calculator or something.
it was in Moscow. It came from Russia.
Yeah, yeah. But do
It's
we know which console? Does it not say?
I'm trying to look that up right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
But
just
I
declare
would
a couple
say
of them.
1984. Take a guess which console.
NES.
The NES. Okay.
If the
Release
NES
date.
1984.
Release date. June 6th, 1984. The
Uh-huh.
Electronica 60.
What, sorry?
Electronica 60.
Oh my goodness,
And
that's
then it
going back away.
and then it also came out for MS-DOS
Yeah, I
on
mean,
the
come
same
on,
date.
clearly. On the same date.
Yeah, June 6th, 1984 in actually am I reading that right?
I don't know, Scuba. I cannot see your screen.
No, I'm looking it up on my phone right now.
Oh, right, well.
Yeah. Yeah, in the USSR it came out on MS-DOS on the same date.
Sorry, can I just like totally ask a different question here? It's not related to the podcast at all, but you've kind of interested me here.
Yeah.
And I think YouTube might be interested to know this as well. Does the USSR still exist? And if not, what happened to it? Because all I know is
USSR
that
does
it
not
was.
exist. It was disbanded.
All right, what was it?
Um, I think it stood for the United Sovereign States of Russia.
Oh, so it was like okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, back to podcast. Sorry, YouTube. I had to digress there because that's been bugging me for years. I remember I saw it in GoldenEye, which actually brings me. You can. I'm pretty sure that you can get Tetris on Nintendo 64.
On the N64.
On the
Let's see.
N64. I'm pretty sure there's a cartridge that has Tetris on it. I know you can get it on the PlayStation.
You can get it on the Commodore 64.
Really?
Yes, you can get it on the Commodore 64.
That's.
It came out 1988.
My cousin had a car radio that had Tetris in it. Actually, I mean, it's like Tetris is everywhere. Everywhere you look, you know. I mean, if you wanted to go out there and you know you wanted to buy a gaming console that could
NES.
not run Tetris, right?
NES.
It could not run Tetris.
Yeah. NES.
Really? NES.
Yeah, it came out on the NES.
Oh, right.
In Japan on December 22nd, 1988. In North America it came out November 1989. And in Europe, February 23rd, 1980. For
But
the
is there any
NES.
console that has never been on and can never be supported on? Game console, I mean. That's the thing.
Console.
Like, if you wanted to buy a console that could never run Tetris and has never run Tetris, how hard would it be to find a console?
It'd be
you
very
use?
hard.
But impossible? I would say so, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, chances are our toaster can run Tetris. Now, guys, if you look in the earlier screenshot where I cleared, was 107 lines, I think it was, Scuba?
Yes, 107.
Right. I'll need some concentration there for a second, guys, because I'm about to beat this score.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're going to have to just... I didn't realize this game would go on this long. I thought it'd just be like a kind of 5-minute job, eh?
Yeah.
But,
If he could play Tetris for a living, he would definitely.
I'm pretty sure Swifty could do that.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
pretty sure.
Swifty. Shout out to Swifty.
Yep. Shouts to Swifty. Hit us up with a collab sometime. No, we're not ready for a collab. We've just started out. We're not ready yet.
Steve.
Yes.
108 lines. Right, back into the podcast.
Okay.
Guys, I've just beat my high score.
Oh,
So,
nice bit of news
Thank you.
here. On 14th of March 2014, the Tetris company announced a deal to bring Tetris to two of the latest hardware platforms, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, in partnership
Yes.
with Ubisoft and Soma Play to coincide with the franchise's 30th anniversary.
that is a bit of... There you go, guys. Get on top of that, eh? That's a bit of a tidbit for you. Scuba, 116 lines.
Wow.
I can't seem to stop this now. So, um, Tetris is like, I don't know, it stood the test time, but the thing is, do you think, right? I mean, can you imagine, right? When you're say 7,000, right? And we've got our epic kind of star fleets and starships, right?
Yeah.
And we're kind of just floating through space and that. And it's a boring day, so on the helm, you turn off the outside screen, play Tetris. I mean, do you feel? I mean, could you see that happening?
Yes, I could actually.
Yeah. I mean, okay, was Tetris ever out? And do you remember you used to get the three-frame LCD games?
Yes.
Was Tetris ever out on that?
Actually, I don't really know.
No. See, that's a good one because
That's quite intriguing.
and it's like, I mean, okay, and how? Okay. And another question that you suppose you can ask is why did it become so popular? I mean, at its basic level, right? All you're doing is just organizing blocks to make them tidy.
Yeah.
So how did that become so popular? Because to me, I hate tidying up. I hate doing housework. But how did it become so popular? Oh my
It
goodness.
was the first. It was the first entertainment software to be exported from the USSR. It
Really?
was, yeah. That was what probably kickstarted its popularity. It was because people heard about it, and they were thinking, "Oh, this is Russia's first go at gaming.
Yeah. But
Let's
then,
see
okay,
let's see how it fares up."
okay, here's a question for you then. Russia's first go at gaming with Tetris,
Yes.
right? What have they come out with since?
Oh, I don't know.
The game of Tetris is over, guys. For level 14, score is 49,505 and lines with 137.
But
High
slight
score.
slight digression. Halo Online is for Russia only. Yeah,
Right, but that's that. You see, no. What I mean is, what other games has Russia come out with in terms of Tetris?
I have no
Or is
idea.
it only Tetris? Because see if they came out with just Tetris and then left it. Oh, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
There's no way you can fail
That
after
that's
that.
that's the way to make a footprint in the gaming industry.
Because you see, right, I think they're going to wait until Tetris dies before they try again, which they could be waiting a while.
Yeah, they've waited 30 years already. This is actually it's 31 now.
Yeah. Um, Another thing actually that Scuba actually linked me this thing. We'll link it in the description. But there was actually someone who's been crowned the Grand Master of Tetris. Uh, I believe the title is
Yes.
after
Uh,
speedrunning the game.
it is possible to be given the name Grandmaster in Tetris. I believe only 10 people in the entire world have that title.
Do you want to take away uh, this one, Steve?
Um, it was done during the Good Games Done Quickly convention, where it's a speedrunning convention. Speedrunners from around the globe, they come together and they just basically have a good time, talk about how they would talk about the games that they want to speedrun, essentially. Tetris was one of the Tetris was one of the big games during this year's convention, and I remember I can't remember much from the article. It's been a couple of months since I saw the article, but the what happened was that the speedrunner got so far into the game that the blocks became invisible.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, yeah. But then, how did he know what block? Oh, did they still see what the block would look like in the preview window? Then that's the thing.
Um, I can't
I
remember.
can't
I
remember
think so.
because if you couldn't, because if you saw it, then yeah, all you could do is just remember what block it was and then take it from there. But if you couldn't see the blocks at all, that would have been interesting to look at.
Yes,
But no, I mean that speedrun actually scared me a little bit. To
it
be
scared
fair,
a lot of people.
I mean he just would not stop.
Yeah.
I mean, legend states that to this day he's still out there playing. the same match.
Yes.
They keep him locked in a in an underground bunker.
Yeah,
Um,
the IV him his food.
yeah,
So that way he doesn't have to waste time trying to have one hand on a game and then the other hand with a fork.
he's still got no. But the speed run's fantastic. I mean,
It was amazing. It was jaw dropping to watch. I know because I've watched some of it.
if we do we have a link to this?
Um, if there is, it will be in the description below. But for right now, I'm finding it a little bit difficult just on the spot to find a link.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Um. So yeah, Tetris been around for 30 odd years, and today it still goes.
Yes, and there's various versions of it. One of the most well known versions of it right now is essentially Candy Crush.
Oh, don't get me started on Candy Crush.
Or even so,
Have
I
you
might
played
actually
Candy
be
Crush?
mistaken there.
Have you played Candy Crush?
Once, for about
I
5
see it.
minutes.
I'm up, guys.
I played it for about 5 minutes just to see what the craze was, and then I put it down and I've never picked up again. It's like Flappy Bird for me.
Uh, Pirate Kings. Okay, no, we can't. We can't go digressing off the topic.
Yes.
We may possibly perhaps do a podcast one day on Facebook Games, but today is not that day.
Yeah.
Instead, the next episode's going to be a bit of a
It's gonna be
joint episode.
It's gonna be a switch up.
Yeah.
From
we've had
the
to kind
normals.
of.
It's gonna be a switch up from the normal Skype sessions.
Yeah, we're going to be side by side, and it's going to be like a kind of tutorial podcast whereby we'll be changing out a hard drive in a broken laptop and kind of podcasting it at the same time. It's I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but you know, it's something we can try.
Yeah.
See if people like it. If it's not like, then you know, we won't. You know, we'll just leave that to the tutorials. But you know, we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else we can really do in terms of Tetris. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll speak to you in 2 weeks then.
Yep.
Right. Well, peace out, guys.
See yous.